Do I really need another splitter? Can you guess what's underneath here? Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to Tony's Cool Tools. If it's your first time, thanks for stopping. Well, do I really need another wood splitter? Well, we'll see. Check it out, we're here. Well, you're wondering which brand I'm getting? Let me show you. You might know this guy. And there's the man, the legend.
How's it going?
Right behind his chair.
Yep.
Chris, nice seeing ya.
Yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
You bet, you bet. Well, I hear you're gonna give us a little tour.
Yeah, let's try it. Let's see what happens here. We'll go out and try it.
Absolutely, let's check it out.
And show us some cool stuff though, I think.
I think you're right. And no, I'm not getting another splitter. This is my buddy Dick that we do the splitting at his house all the time, all the yoke. He finally decided to have some fun like Chris and I do. So here we are, this is his splitter.
Put on my new Wolf Ridge hat here today.
There you go. All right, we get to see the behind the scenes here.
Yep. So this is our assembly area. We have, right now we're lining up a bunch of machines going to Pennsylvania. And so we have lift stations here. So like our bigger machines, this is a super high output machine, and it has the 25 horsepower Honda engine and a bigger double pump on it. Oh, yep, that'll work. And then for assembly, we have these tables that'll raise and lower, so the guys aren't crawling around on the floor doing the assembly, crawling underneath the machines and whatnot. We have that table to help.
Now you have
adjust.
Distribution in both the east and the west, or north and
pretty
south,
much,
I should say.
Yep. East Coast, we have 3 dealers out east, and then one centrally located in St. Louis, and then one in Ohio as well. So,
okay.
Yep.
Do you have something south?
Nothing right now.
Okay.
Nope. But we had one in California as well, but their engine regulations kind of put a kibosh to that. So,
Understood.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to continue that one. But East Coast definitely covered pretty well, and Central U.S. as well. So,
Cool.
and we ship anywhere as well. So.
Exactly.
Yep. But some of the assembly stations will have, all of our tools kind of organized here. So everything's at quick reach.
So how
nice
many
and easy
employees
to get to.
do you have?
We have 23 employees now.
Wow.
Yep. So, and we're looking at expanding next summer.
From a one-man operation in your garage.
Yep.
Sweet.
Yep. So, yeah, it's been quite a hectic 7-year run, but I think we're doing pretty good. So.
Wow. Awesome.
Yep. But
well, this is your new building, right? How many square feet is it?
This is 12,000 square feet. Yep. And we're looking to add on another 12,000 or 13,000 in the back, and then add some more offices in the front for more support. So, so we build each machine at one of 3 stations, and then we'll bring it over here, we'll fill it with oil, we'll test run all the machines, set the pressures and all that stuff on them, and then we stage them out back, QC them, prep them for shipping and or pickups, and then let's go check out some of the other stuff.
So is it one man, one build, or does it go through different sections?
It'll go through different sections. So we'll have first the material comes in and it'll get laser cut, formed. Then it'll go back to weld. Some of the guys will do the full frames, and some of the guys will do all the small parts. So we'll show you that too. So here's our laser cutter. We're taking all the stuff that we had just laser cut and organizing it on pallets for the guys in weld. So this was cut out with our laser, nitrogen cutting, probably cuts about 200 inches a minute around this part. You can see all of them. Nice clean edges, no major burrs to clean up. Whatnot there. Then we'll stage them on like these pallets here. We had custom made these pallets for each sub weldment. So like this is for all the bigger push blocks like Dick has on his machine. Be all on this pallet, and then we'll take it back to weld. When we need some more, all the parts are ready to go. But this is where this machine here, this laser cutter, handles most of the stuff that comes in the building is cut in here. You can go up there and watch it. That's cutting 1/2-inch plate right now.
A lot different than your plasma cutter when you first started.
Yep, for sure. Or a hand grinder, doing everything with a hand grinder. This press brake, it's been a really good machine. That bends all of our material. And you can see he's making some little stainless parts right now. These are for an outside customer that just gets parts cut and formed.
Oh, so this is not...
This is not for us. This is actually for another customer.
Oh.
So we have the capacity to cut and form more material than we can actually get welded and assembled and up for. So, we actually have a new press brake coming in tomorrow. So this one's not quite as fast as the new one. The laser can cut way faster than what the press can keep up with. So we're upgrading that. So just like with a wood splitter, if you have a box store machine and you need to produce more wood, getting a commercial splitter is definitely going to help something like that.
Absolutely.
Reduce the bottleneck and
you gain time.
Yep, save some time. Yep. This area here is the saw. We don't saw cut as much as we used to, so that saw doesn't run all the time. So it's kind of the overflow department. Whenever we've got extra stuff for forming or whatnot, it'll kind of set by the saw for staging for the press brake. All these parts here are waiting to get bent.
Wow. Nice operation.
Thank you. So this is our weld department over here. And we got all of our parts staged here on all these racks. We try to keep everything staged up. All the parts are ready to weld as soon as we need them. We can get them welded and out to powder coat. And then we got fenders and tubes for like compact commercial machines. Some quick attach plates we use for our skid steer splitters. But basically all the small welds gets done on the one side, and all of the big weldments get done on this other side. So, bunch of skid steer splitters there. We got a robot welding most of the beam, and then we'll hand finish the rest of it. So right now the beams are mostly welded, and then somebody will pick them up and weld the rest of it, send them off to powder coat. I don't know if you want to get a shot of this. So that robot, more slow and steady, it's called a cobot. So you could be standing there working right next to it. If it bumped into you, it would stop moving. Like some of the high-speed robots, if you're in there and you get caught in it, good luck. That's it. So, but that one there is kind of designed for, a smaller operation. You can kind of manually adjust how it moves and program it that way. So that's been a good addition. But we basically do a lot of the beams and the push blocks on that, and it kind of helps to save some time for the rest of the guys in the shop. So we've been building about 20 machines a week.
20 a week.
Yep.
And that's all different series.
Yep. So between the conveyors, the splitters, and you know, like these here will generally do, you know, 3-4 of them a week, something like that. And then the rest of the machines will do about 20. But so a bunch of beams tacked up and welded, ready for the final weldment. So each machine that comes through here, we probably have 5 different people work on each unit or better. You know, for assembly, one person handles all the assembly on the whole unit. But for weld, we'll it'll kind of get divided up. One guy does the wedges, you know, one guy does the push blocks, you know, one guy will do the final weldment, you know, but it's been pretty efficient. So
We're gonna go to the machine now?
yeah, we go.
Let's go see your baby.
All right, so we'll stage everything up out here for shipping, and you guys will get to see something we've been working on. This is going to be a resplit machine.
Oh, high wedge resplit?
So, yep, so it's just going to have a 4-way that just sets on, and then no log lift, but it'll have the auto cycle valve. So that's something brand new that we haven't done a video or anything on yet. But
So
that's,
you're seeing it here first?
Yep, seeing it here first.
So strictly a resplit machine?
Yep. So, you know, a little faster cycle time. I think it's just like 6-second cycle time. A little more basic setup for guys that have a big processor, need a machine that can split stuff down to size. So single wedge and a 4-way, and you know, a little faster cycle time,
Definitely
a little less tonnage.
need.
Yep. This will be like a 17-ton machine, 3.5-inch cylinder on it. So.
Sweet.
And then another thing we came out with that nobody's seen yet, show you real quick. So the guys with these big long machines, this one has a 3-foot stroke. And one of the guys has a big outdoor boiler. He wants the 3-foot wood. And then one of the other guys that is buying it with him also does like 16-inch wood for their little fireplace. Okay, so they wanted a setup so that they could do both and not have it go back 3 feet.
So do you
for a
have like a
16-inch
restrictor on
Yep.
here?
So we have we built and designed this plate that sets in here to limit how far back that stroke goes. And you know, I've seen some other companies make something with a tube, a couple tubes and a bar and some pins and stuff. This is just 2 different plates of steel that you can just unhook and pull out in and out as needed. So it's very simple, and I'll show you how it works here. Fire this thing up, let it warm up a little bit. A little cold. About 3 degrees overnight last night. So, yeah. But this just lifts out of there, and I think there's some ice on it now. So you can lift that up out of there and move it when there's not ice buildup on top. So you just take these 2 different plates and separate them, pull them apart, and you can take them out of there, you know, in a few seconds. So, no pins, no moving parts, just two solid plates.
Super convenient.
Yep. So,
I love the fact of the 36 and the 16.
right, exactly. We'll get her going out. So it's coming back here. This one is going to Alabama. The guy's coming today to pick up.
Wow.
So, but yeah, that's our SHO model with a 36-inch stroke, and he custom ordered that limiter. And so he was like, "Well, just, you know, whatever you figure out, you know." And so that was kind of what we came up with, just a couple laser cut plates that interlock. You set them in there and they interlock, and that keeps that limits the stroke. And we have like three different lengths.
Well, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking about this.
I think so.
You don't see that in the industry too much.
Right. Yep. A lot of them, if it's 3-foot stroke, that's what you got. And if it cycles all the way back, well, then you got that much longer to wait. Yep. And then this is that sorting table extension everybody's been kind of asking for.
We were looking at it when we first came in.
Sure. Yep.
That definitely makes sense.
Yep. So that kind of helps to screen some of the fines. A lot of the bark and chips can fall through here before it goes into the conveyor, or, you know, in the back of the truck or any pile, really. That helps to add some cleaning properties. So, but yeah, that's our bigger machine there. We think the man of the hour probably wants to go see his machine.
Yes. So. He's excited to go see his baby.
Yep. Yeah, let's go check it out.
Yeah, my only regret is I didn't order it sooner than I did.
Sure.
Put it off and
Yep.
There she is.
Yep, this one's all decked out with the oil cooler and electric start, auto cycle valve. Spared no expense for you, Dick.
Look at that, all right. Well, that oak doesn't stand a chance now, does it?
Right.
So, Chris, you were saying what machine or what number machine is this?
This is 2,416.
Holy cow.
Yep. And we've got that stamped into the frame as well. But for us to, you know, finding machines out in the yard, we write it right on the top of the wedge there, so we know which ones we're working on. But yeah,
we're gonna crank this puppy up.
well, let's first, we should go over some of the maintenance stuff. And so the biggest thing on these machines is changing the oil in the engine. Okay, so this will have your drain plug right here.
Okay.
And
easy to get at, isn't it?
Yep. And so an ice cream pail fits right underneath that spot, and it only takes about a quart of oil.
Yep.
And so after about 10 hours, you'll want to change the engine oil on it.
All right.
And then after that first break-in period, every 100 hours after that, or once a year. And the fill point for that is right here with your dipstick. It takes about a quart of oil, and that's the major maintenance one. That's the engine is of course the heart and soul of the machine. You know, doing those regular oil changes really make sure that it's gonna last a long time for you.
And I'll use the Honda oil too, I think, just because Honda says to. So
sure. Yeah. And then avoid ethanol if at all possible. The ethanol will kind of gum up the jets and make that, you know, give you more maintenance issues down the road. If you can get ethanol-free gas, definitely do it.
Right.
So, the hubs and spindles, there's a greaser inside of here.
Okay.
Once a year, you know, just shoot some new grease in there. It pushes any of the moisture out, and that's on both sides there. But those are a Dexter hub and spindle, and so they're highway rated. It's a 12-inch rim size, 20-inch OD tires. They are highway rated.
I like the fact that you put hour meters on this so that you know.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
For
That's a
maintenance
great
there.
idea.
Yep. Hour meter on the front. So.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Right there.
Yep. And then of course we have a battery box there for your
Right.
battery. Keep that clean and dry. It does work with the pull start or the electric start. So if you end up leaving the key on or something, it'll drain the battery, so you can't always pull start, and that'll charge the battery back up. So. For the
take the key out when I transport it, I assume?
yep, you want to take that out just so it doesn't rattle
Right.
out.
Or fall out or get lost. Yep.
Then the other major thing to keep an eye on is these slides for the pusher. You know, that we use a heavy duty composite plastic that kind of insulates the beam from wear. So they don't need to be greased, but it does certainly help a little bit if you want to put some grease on there to keep it from
Is there
wearing
a
as
grease
fast.
zerk or just put the grease right on
the beam?
rail,
Yeah,
right on the
beam.
Okay,
Yep.
all right.
Yep. So, and then the other thing to watch, after about 500 hours, you want to change your hydraulic filter. And then every 1,000 hours, change the hydraulic oil. Or if it gets moisture in it, you want to change it earlier.
Okay.
Yep. So, and then on this machine,
Is there a window or a view to the...
there is, yep.
Okay.
Yep. So come around this side of the machine. Your oil filter is right in here. There's a cartridge that drops down in there, is spring loaded so that it compresses it down to where it needs to be. And then your sight gauge has your temperature and your oil level.
Okay.
So, and then this is a fill point. Don't put gasoline in here, folks. You'll end up having to change all your hydraulic oil. That's happened. Helpers grab the gas can and think they're helping by putting gas in the hydraulic tank.
No.
So
Yeah.
it says hydraulic oil only on here, but
Yeah.
you know, but just so we know, that doesn't get gasoline in there. And that's about it for maintenance. And of course, the tongue extends out farther for towing down the road, and you can also hook the tongue in the
Tongue will go
rear
on the rear side
to pull it away from the wood pile as well. Yep. But I think that's about it.
And that stand again is the one when you're operating it, if it's off the trailer to
Right.
down
You can drop that
support. Right,
foot pad
right,
down.
Right.
And it hasn't been as necessary with the new folding log lift, but it certainly stabilizes the machine. And especially if you're like putting it in your trailer here, we'll flip that foot pad down and crank up the jack, and then it kind of locks in place on the trailer, so it's not rolling down the trailer when you're trying to strap it down or moving around. So 4 good points of contact on the trailer then too for shipping.
Perfect.
So, but I think it's time. I think we can
I'll get my gloves and...
we can fire this baby up.
All right, I got a beater for that.
Okay. So your fuel is on right now.
Yep.
Okay, and this would be off. So before we leave, you'll turn that off.
Fuel line off for the travel.
Yep. And then here's your choke.
Yep.
And that's full choke there. Here's your throttle. So that's full throttle there, and then idle is way over here. And we're gonna start
cold. Where do you have the throttle set?
We have it down by idle. Yep.
Okay. All right.
And then just full choke. And we'll turn the key. And we'll go pretty much almost immediately go to half choke. And then it'll spit and sputter for a little bit, and then it'll kind of clean up.
Yep.
So once it cleans up, then you can turn the choke off. Being cold like it is today,
Right.
takes a little longer. Definitely stubborn today. 3 degrees last night, so oil's pretty sluggish.
Right.
We'll let her warm up here a little bit. We do have a owner's manual canister here. Yep, so that'll have the engine manual and any extra slides or pins for the wedges we'll put in there. All right, we got her warmed up now. We just turn the throttle up. So here's your auto cycle. It's pretty sluggish today yet. Oil's pretty cold. Wedge height. And your log lift. Of course, this opens up. Yeah, two of them. Yeah, that log lift will handle about 450 pounds.
I bet you it would do too. It might tip over, but
It would lift you guys.
It down, it'll lift us up.
Yeah.
So the one pin is all. There's just the one pin to hold that.
You mean you
that
thin
foot
guys
open.
here?
Those
Oh
thin
yeah,
guys,
you know.
that's right.
The ones that are going to make it through the famine.
So this is pinned.
So the six-way just sitting on top.
That's
Yep.
just gravity right now, right?
Yep.
Okay. Did you say there's extra pins or clips in there? Those must
Yeah.
once in a while get.
Yeah, every once in a while a piece of wood will knock them out.
Okay.
But we do have some extras in the owner's manual box.
All
Yep. And then those are extra slides for the pusher.
Right.
Yep. So the bottoms and sides wear out a little faster than that big top one.
Wow. This is going to be nice. This workspace here on it,
Absolutely.
and for us to stage it and work it. So perfect. And this is really so just
That
are there
sort.
pins?
Yep. There's pins holding that in.
Okay. I got a pin right here. Oh, it's that kind of pin. Yep. Probably pushing the wrong way.
It's going to want to push this.
There we go.
And yeah, this slides right in.
Oh, perfect. Look at that. Yep.
So that's that sorting table
Yeah,
extension
right.
we offer.
Yep.
So nice little add-on where you can make
Yeah.
give you a little more room to sort through them
perfect
and
for how we do it and what we do. So
sure.
That's the same width as the bottom of your conveyors.
That's right. Yep, that's right. So later on, if you need a conveyor, when you find out how much wood this thing
they're
splits,
working me already on
yep,
that. So
their conveyor will slide right underneath there.
okay, all right.
Yep.
I don't have a business like some of you folks selling wood to everybody and bundling it, but my neighbors will be happy that I got
Yeah,
it. So they're all lining up already with their eyes on the pile of wood. They want. So,
Yep.
I really appreciate the time you've given thinking about this and helping me through the process and
Absolutely.
working with you. You're
Absolutely.
a good man and a great story. I'm really impressed with your history of how you've come to where you are. It's a
Thank you.
tribute to you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yep.
Yep.
And Ben too. Thank you.
Yep. Ben was lucky enough to weld like 1,100 of these things before I promoted him.
That's the word I was
He was so valuable in the shop. It was really hard to get him out of
Into
the shop.
sales.
Yep. And put him in sales.
Yeah.
But he's certainly done a good job at sales too.
Not a lot of employers take the time to take somebody out of a position like that.
Yeah.
You know, that is nice. So
For me, I could just tell you old school. YouTube's a kind of a come lately in my life thing, but that's how I first spotted, yeah.
Okay.
Just playing around in the YouTube, and I think it was in the outdoor with the Morgans maybe where I first saw
Sure.
the machine
Yep.
working.
They've been a huge help
And then I
for us,
bounced
yep.
around and looked at it that way, and just became obvious. And I really wanted a machine made in the USA, and even better yet, made right here in Wisconsin, you know, my home state.
Mm-hmm.
Used to live here in Eau Claire, and I love the community, but this is perfect. I'm a red guy. See, I got a red truck and a red tractor. I needed a red,
Yep.
needed a red splitter. So
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it. I think it was about time to get you loaded up so you can go home and play with it.
There you go.
Yep.
Well,
Oh,
again, thanks again. This is just been looking forward to this,
bet.
and
You bet.
real
Thank you.
pleasure meeting you in person finally, and Ben.
Yep.
And what a great shop! What a great business you've created here, and I'd say you're making the world a better place. So.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you.
I don't know about all that, but but we try.
You
So,
made my world a little
yeah.
better place today.
Yeah,
so.
I think we got some happy customers that
Yeah,
you know
you definitely do.
made
I've,
their
I
life a
know
little
couple
easier.
of them, and they're very, very, very pleased. So
Awesome.
Yep.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Good deal.
Nice and easy way of getting it in the trailer.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, we made it back from Wolf Ridge, and I'm sure you guys want to see at least one block of wood split with the new splitter. So here we go.
This is it. The
Dick?
virgin start, the virgin split. Of
Exactly.
So let's see if I remember those directions. Pretty easy. Well,
Choke on.
choke's on, choke's not on.
There you go. Choke off.
There we go.
Okay.
That choke helps a little bit.
Give it some power.
A little warm up just a second.
Okay.
Give her some power.
Let her rip.
There we go. It worked. Well, we got one more here.
One more. Well, I hope you enjoyed the adventure that we had at the Wolf Ridge Company, as well as seeing all the new products that they're coming out with. And I'm sure that Dick's going to be having a lot of fun with this unit here.
Looking forward to it. A little practice. I'm sure we'll get a little more smooth in the operation, but it's quite a machine.
Well, you got one heck of a machine here.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to have fun with it.
Yeah, I'm looking
Thanks
forward to
again.
it. Thank you, Tony.
And
Thanks,
remember,
brothers.
pass it forward. Make the world a better place. And don't be a tool. Watch Tony's Cool Tools. Until next time, have a great day.